Hey YouTube, Lumen here. It looks like the star closest to us, Proxima Centauri, might have some more mysteries to it than that we previously thought. News leaked that a strange radio signal was observed from this star system in fall last year. Proxima Centauri is a red dwarf star and a flare star, meaning that it doesn't emit a lot of heat, but sometimes has really violent outbursts. This star hangs out with two different planets, Proxima b and Proxima c, with Proxima b being in the habitable zone, but because this star is a flare star, we don't know exactly if this planet is even habitable or not, or if it just gets burned to a crisp every now and then. The signal that was observed was quite interesting because it occupies a very narrow band of the radio spectrum, 982 MHz, which is a region typically used by human-made satellites and spacecrafts. Actually, we don't know of any way that this signal can be produced from a natural occurrence, such as a magnetar or anything else. So the only source of this signal that we know of at least is technological, which is what makes it so interesting. The telescope that spotted the signal had looked at Proxima Centauri multiple times in scans lasting 30 minutes over the course of a week. The scientists used a technique called nodding, where the telescope will spend a period of time looking at the target, Proxima Centauri in this case, and then the equivalent amount of time looking somewhere else, just to make sure that the signal is actually coming from the target area and not from, Bob microwaving his lunch next to you. Because these telescopes are incredibly powerful. They're so powerful that they can detect almost anything. So if you are actually microwaving something quite close to it, it will probably detect a ton of interference coming from that way. But in total, in 5 of the 30-minute observations over about 3 hours, the researchers did see the signal coming back, which is also really exciting because it actually means that the signal was repeating itself over the course of 5 days. And this is really exciting stuff, probably on the same level as the WOW signal from back in 1977. There was a mysterious signal that wasn't exactly repeated though, and it came from the constellation Sagittarius, and the whole thing lasted about 70 seconds, while this new signal was observed multiple times over the course of a couple of days. Oh man, just imagine if we could go there. There actually is a concept mission of ID floating around at NASA and some other companies where we use spaceships powered by lasers to go to Proxima b in around 2069, which is pretty nice. But this project hasn't been even funded yet, and actually the technology to do that kind of stuff doesn't even exist yet. Now, there is a very big chance that this is just an unknown natural signal, or the signal was coming from deep space and not even from Proxima Centauri itself, but like from a region behind that. Or maybe it was just actually Bob microwaving something for a couple of days every week at the same time. Probably not, but still there might be another explanation for it than, of course, it being aliens. But that said, what if there actually were beings from these planets? Because I don't think they would look very human-like if there is a sun in the sky that, destroys your planet, that has a chance to destroy your planet every other week or so. There actually are some humans who are said to have encountered beings from this planet, and according to the witnesses, the beings from the star system were about 2.5 meters or 8 foot tall and were insect-like. Actually, there was supposedly one of these beings spotted in Taiwan back in 2012, when the world was supposed to end. Good times. Currently, researchers are still looking into Proxima Centauri and looking especially at that direction, but the signal hasn't appeared anymore since. So what do you think? Is this a smoking gun, or are you a bit more skeptical? Let me know in the comments. Of course, the story doesn't end here, I hope, so I'll keep you updated if there is any more news coming your way. But that was all for today. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to stay up to date when more videos drop. We're super close to 2,000 subscribers. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and see you next time.